Leonardo da Vinci, Vincent van Gogh, Marco, Pablo Picasso. What do each of these legendary figures all have in common? That's right, art. With the rise of creative original content that floods the internet doors every single day, one creator has never failed to not only put together funny videos, but also showcase some super unique art pieces while sharing his entire artistic development with the rest of us. From sneakers to iPhones, furniture to cars, Marco's skills have created quite a big name for himself, opening the door to some super cool collaborations. As an artist of his caliber, only the top of the top get access to his art. I mean, I guess it makes sense though, but what if it didn't have to be the case? What if, say, absolutely anyone could hire Marco for any custom art piece they wanted? A new skateboard to shred on the haters with? Marco's got you. Some new fresh kicks for the first day of school? Nothing Marco can handle. Or maybe you just want the world's blackest car. What if there was a website where you could get custom art pieces directly from Marco himself, shipped straight to your door? Well, Marco makes physical art, and I work with pixels, so let's make him a website. Hey, by the way, this is what I look like, and yes, before you ask, I do design my websites in the Vision Pro while sitting on the moon. I'm sure that's what you were asking yourself. We're going to start with the hero section of the site because first impressions are everything, even when it comes to websites. So we'll use a bright blue background and throw in a circle in a different color to add in some depth. The color scheme here is like a bright blue sky, which contrasts nicely with the yellow accent. Let's throw in this cheeky headline to make it feel approachable but bold. The call to action button is crucial. It has to be clear and make you want to click, so a get started button sits right in the middle, front and center. It's designed to stand out without being too over the top. Let's throw in a photo of Marco himself, and wow, that actually fits kinda perfectly. I didn't expect that, kinda like it was meant to be on this site, am I right? We'll drop in some illustrations of sneakers, spray cans, and even a crown, which is a nod to Marco being the king of customization. And lastly, we can't forget a little navbar with a logo on one side and some social icons and a menu button on the next. Next, we have the About Marco section. Now, this part is all about establishing Marco's credibility. People need to know who he is and why his work really matters. For the design, I went with a split layout. On one side, we have a title and a short bio about Marco. Since he's primarily a YouTuber, we'll keep the text which has his YouTube handle in the recognizable YouTube red, and we'll add a short description on the right side with another button to direct the user to his YouTube channel. I'll also drop in a picture of Marco right under this and make sure that it fades in with a subtle gradient. Under this, we'll add a horizontal scrolling section with some circular images to keep it visually interesting. This is the celebrities that he's worked with, so you've got Kai Cenat, Joe Rogan, and Giannis all represented here. It's all about showing off the big names while keeping the layout clean and engaging. Now, this section is one of the most important. How it works. Why, you may ask? Because people want to know the process. What exactly does it take to get a custom Marco piece in their hands? So I broke it down into 3 simple steps. Step 1. Choose your item, whether it's shoes, jackets, street signs, or even phone cases. You pick what Marco's going to customize. Step 2. Collaborate on the design. This part's cool because Marco works directly with you to understand your vision, your vibe, and what you want. And step 3, receive your custom masterpiece right at your door. It's basically like art shopping, but 100 times cooler. For the visuals, I went with more illustrations that fill up the space. We got sneakers, a skateboard, and spray paint cans, just to make it clear at a glance what each step involves. The goal is to make this process seem as easy as it actually is. Now here's a fun little addition. For the box on the right, we'll add a photo of Marco that we edited to have his arm sticking out of the canvas, and under that we'll add an illustrated spray can. I mean, Marco is basically known for his spray paint work, so this felt just right. It adds a touch of motion to keep the design lively. Okay, moving on to the custom shop. This section is where things get real. It's where you can actually browse items that Marco can customize, or even check out the pre-designed pieces that are ready to ship. I used a simple structured grid here with big bold images. We'll throw in 3 products like shoes, street signs, and iPhone cases. What's cool is that each block has its own customize button, so you know exactly where to get started to customize your own piece. And up at the top, there's a shop all button in case you want to browse everything in one go. You're here to buy custom art, not figure out how to buy custom art, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I think they got it. So that's the site, designed to reflect Marco's bold artistic energy. Marco, if you're watching this, I'd love to give this site to you, so in case he's not, everyone else go tell Marco about this so we can start finally buying some custom Air Forces. If you want to see some more website redesigns or follow along with my creative process, hit subscribe and drop a comment on what I should design next. Bye!